Oh, look at that guy.
The rivalry's as strong as ever. These merinos, ladies and gentlemen, have been trucked up from the South Island when they were about 5 or 6 years old, and some of them could be as old as 12, and they're very experienced sheep, got plenty of lumps and bumps on them. But I'm sure these great competitors will be able to deal with the situation. I'll have a quick look over. They will have been out in the pens outside, having a bit of a briefing on them, just to make sure that what they've got is they're quite capable of shearing. Judging, of course, will not all come up on the board. They will retain the outside points. And we thank Mr. Alan Patterson and for sending these sheep up from the deep south. And, of course, they've been grazed here in Masterton for a little while. Oh, we can see a little bit of it.
Excuse me, John. Could we have the young lady that sang the anthems to come down to the commentators' table, please? The young lady that sang the anthems, could she come to the table, please?
There's a streaker in the house.
Better than a streaker.
I think that's one of his sons up there. That's Mr. Vickers. What a wonderful father. Okay, guys, you've had your time. On to the boards, please. The lists are sponsored. Tasman test. 6 merinos, 3 very good long wools, and 3 second shear. Johnny Kirkpatrick's warmed up. Angus Moore's warmed up. And Chris Vicker, well, he's had his father and mother to warm him up, and she's probably been chewing his ear, so he's quite happy there.
We're ready to go. We've got the all clear from the referee. Everybody happy. Timekeeper's right. Start again. Timekeeper's right. Judges, competitors, go! We're off up into the big stuff here now. Hey, the Trans-Tasman rivalry. Big names up there on the board. Some up-and-coming names. But you watch out for that fella down there on stand number 5. He scares me a bit, old Shannon Warnest. He's been coming to New Zealand a long, long time. He can shear merinos, and the worst part about it, he can shear the crossbreds as well. He's a mountain of a man, and he punches the wool off with no friends at all. Down there, Johnny Kirkpatrick on the far end's got a reasonable sort of a start into the first off leg. Likewise, here's Justin Dolphin up on number 3. Don't look around the crowd, Justin. There's nobody here to sling a hook at you. You've got to get up the neck. Here comes Angus Moore, just a young shearer from down on the South Island. He can shear these little wrinklies, though. As he steps up the neck now and punches up over the dewlack. They have about 4 or 5 goes about opening up that neck wool, and they're all doing it nicely. Into the front stand here, Robbie Glover from Australia, rolling into the long blow now. He's got the yellow nose sheep, and round the back of the head he's about to swing and get towards the last side. Johnny Kirkpatrick's a little bit back down there on the far end. Have the Aussies spooked them and gone for the rough sheep? The good sheep first and left the rough ones in the pen. Yeah, Angus Moore says, I don't care, and down into the long blow he goes. Into the long blow goes Chris Vickers. Over the last side there comes Justin Dolphin. But out the last leg in 1.5 minutes, 1:35. It's Shannon Warnest, 1:38 for a merino. That's pretty good there, Hugh, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I'm getting a little bit confused, ladies and gentlemen. This is a New Zealand versus Australia test. It's like a bloody Morgan here. Let's get a bit of noise going. Have we got any Kiwis in the room tonight? We'll give them a shout on them, because they need a bit of help by the look of it. Because the Australians are going in first. In goes Johnny Kay. Robert Glover's got 2 on the board. So has Justin Dolphin. Shannon Warnest, he's going up the undermine. Where's Chris Vickers? Get in there, Chris boy. Get in there, Angus. These boys are going to have to work a little bit harder, but so are the crowd, John.
Oh, they're right in amongst it, though. Hey, they're going to take some pegging back. We just need to believe in ourselves, fellas. Dig deep and breathe hard and punch that bog on through that very dense wool on these merinos. They come out a dull grey, but these boys have turned them a nice colour of white. and rolling up the long blows, the big Australian right out in front at the moment. He's steaming up the long blow. There's no Kiwi inside of him at the moment. If they're not careful, he's going to put one Merino round him over 6. Down the last side he comes. Johnny K's up around the back of the head. Oh, terrible looking neck on that sheep, but he's got to master it because that's what's in his pen. Up over the top comes Angus Moore. Over the top comes Chris Biggers, but under the shoulder and down out to the flank, the big fella on 5. Look at him go. Out the last leg. Robbie Glover's into the long blow now. Justin Dolphin, he's cruising along. Working away, making a nice job here, but it's Shannon Warnest out the last leg. 2 Merinos gone in 3 minutes and 20. A brilliant time for the big fella. And he's got another one on the board.
Yeah, so John Kirkpatrick is getting to the turn. Down the last side he comes. He's right up with Justin Dolphin, but he's going to lose sight of Shannon Warnest now because the big fella is away down there on stand number 5. Off comes the belly wolf for Shannon. Down the last side comes Johnny Kirkpatrick. Where's Chris Vickers? Here he comes down the last side. Young Angus Moore turns. These boys are starting to work now, Tummer. They're going to have to work a little bit harder, though.
Oh, they're going to have to work all right. These Aussies are giving it to us Kiwis. Come on, Angus Moore. Come on, Chris Vickers. Johnny Kirkpatrick, you're not too far behind. But look at this freak on stand number 5, Shannon Warnest. He is a Merino wrecking machine. Up the neck he goes. He just rips that wool to bits, Johnny.
Yeah, I've never seen such a guy. Look at the powerful arm of the man. Hey, he reminds me a bit of the old Barry Taylor from down south. But look at him just working away. He's a monster. Into the long blow. His heads now. Johnny Kirkpatrick comes up over the tail. He might have got a sweeter Merino this time. Out comes Angus Moore from New Zealand on stand number 2. Chris Vickers down the first off leg. The Kiwis are caught up to the rest of the Australians. So it now comes down. Who have they told to get out and chase this Shannon Warnest? It may be Johnny Kirkpatrick around the back of the head. Shannon Warnest, though, he turns to the last side. Up over the top now is Robbie Glover from Australia on 1. Angus Moore down the first off leg. The undermine coming up for him. Beautiful wool on these sheep. Up the top. Very fine wool. Highly rated for clothing. Up the neck they come there on stand number 3. There's Justin Dolphin into the long blow now for Chris Vickers. Johnny Kirkpatrick halfway through the long blow. I think he might have pegged back the big fella on this one. Shannon Waters from Australia, though, pops the head out and down the last side as Johnny Kirkpatrick turns for home. Low board points up there on the top. Robbie Glover still hanging in there. Coming out after him is Angus Ward as well. In for another one goes Shannon Waters.
In goes Shannon. Johnny Kirkpatrick's tying, but I think that sheep is by an Australian top because the damn thing hasn't stopped kicking down there on stand number 6. Look at it, his feet are going all the time. It's like it's riding a bike. But Johnny Kirkpatrick's got it all under control. Out the hind leg for Johnny K. Where's Shannon Wallace? He's still within sight. In goes Johnny Kirkpatrick for sheep number 4. Chris Vickers is coming. He's like a little train there on stand number 4. In goes Chris Vickers for sheep number 4. Where's young Angus Moore? He's catching up with these fellas now. He's thinking, right then, boys, I've taken the bad ones out the pen. What did you take first? Because if I got some good ones, you got some bad ones. I'm going to wave you bye-bye and away past Tummer.
Chris Vickers on stand number 4. Round the crutch he goes. He's got a little pearl of a merino. So is Angus Moore on stand number 2. They are the Kiwi boys. Come on, the Kiwi boys. We got Johnny Kirkpatrick down there on stand number 6. Johnny Kirkpatrick, you're not too far behind. You're starting to catch up to the Warners. We got Chris Vickers on stand number 4. Up the net he goes. Angus Moore's got a little peeler. This Robert Glover on stand number 1, Johnny. He looks like he's got a good sheep as well.
Oh, the beautiful stuff. Look at it. It's great to see these guys battling it out. Hey, the war of the Tasman. Into the long blow. Johnny Kirkpatrick down on stand number 6. Shannon Warners turns for home. Different style of shearing these sheep as he lifts up the front leg. He can stretch it to the sky, that big fella. Down and out to the flank he goes. Chris Vickers is not too far away from him. Stand number 4. Out there, Johnny Kirkpatrick coming over the shoulder. He's got a pretty big one to deal with. They'll have 2 left in their pen. There goes Shannon Warnest. How many blows? We're about 25 blows away from finishing this one for the Kiwis. Angus Moore drops into the long blow. Come on, the Kiwis. They might need a bit of noise from about now on in. Justin Dolphin's halfway through sheep number 4, along with Robbie Glover, the other Australian. Here comes Johnny Kirkpatrick. There's just a belly between the front runners now. Has he saved the bottler for the last 2? Sheep number 5, down the belly he goes. He's starting to catch up on Waters. I can feel the pulse rate coming up on sheep stand number 6.
Yeah, he's starting to get those arms pumping now on stand number 6. So is young Chris Vickers on stand number 4. Up the neck goes Shannon Warnest. Up the undermine goes Johnny Kirkpatrick. Are there any Kiwis in the crowd? Because the little Kiwis are coming. Up the undermine goes Johnny K. Up the neck he goes. I think he could catch him on this Entuma if the crowd make a little bit more noise.
Yes, Johnny Kirkpatrick, he's working his tail off at the moment. We've got Robert Glover and he goes for sheep number 5. Chris Vickers on stand number 4. Up the neck he goes. He's got a fairly straight merino, so he'll be pumping it out. He won't be far behind Johnny Kirkpatrick after this sheep. Shannon Warner, stand number 5, last side for him. We got Justin Dolphin on stand number 3 and he goes for another sheep. The Kiwis, they're doing not too bad, Johnny.
Oh, they're right on the pace, these Kiwis. Hey, they've picked up the, they've got in front of the Australian 2 now, our man on stand number 2, Angus Moore. He's got in front of Robbie Glover and Shannon, Justin Vickers there, Justin Dolphin, sorry, and Chris Vickers. Vickers has got in front of him, but Warner steps into the pen. Over the last side comes Johnny Kirkpatrick. Down the last side comes Chris Vickers as well. Pretty much blow for blow, those 2. Angus Moore drops into the long blow. He had a little bit of a look down the line. You just keep burrowing in there, you South Islander. You throw that bog iron at these sheep now and make it count. Out the last leg for Johnny Kirkpatrick. Chris Vickers has picked him up as well. There's just the belly behind and there's 2 of them close. That's what we like to see, a little bit of activity.
Yeah, they're starting to move now, ladies and gentlemen. Shannon Warner's puts those undermine blows in. Bish, bash, bosh, up the neck he'll go. Where's Johnny Kirkpatrick? He's taking the belly wall off. Chris Vickers, he's got the sweatband on there. He knew he was going to have to sweat to catch these Aussies. Look at him go now round the crutch. But up the neck already into the shoulder. His big bad Shannon Warner on stand number 5 now. Into the shoulder he goes. He's dropping down into the shoulder. Little Johnny Kirkpatrick, the New Zealand hope up there on stand number 6. He's starting to wind it now. So is Chris Vickers. They're thinking, right then, mate, we've got you in the sights. We got the crosshairs on you. We'll be pulling the trigger in a minute, Johnny.
I think Mark Collins, Shannon Warner there will be a little bit worried. He's I just heard a rumour that there's running riot in his pub over in Australia. He needs a few more things to think about, doesn't they? Down over the shoulder he comes now, works it off. But Chris Vickers into the long blow. Johnny K's got bogged down a little bit down there. Round the back of the head he comes. Chris Vickers is our man to set out with the task. Oh, up the neck comes the Angus Moore. He's got one that's not too bad, a bit smaller this time round. Justin Dolphin from Australia, down the belly he goes. Out the last leg for Robbie Glover on sheep number 5, but a change of handbeast now for Shannon Warnest, the Australian, the mountain of a man on stand number 5. He's out with his first crossbred ewe. Long wool sheep it is. Down the belly he goes. They've got 3 of that type and 3 second shear. Under the shoulder comes Chris Vickers. To the top of the last side is Johnny Kirkpatrick. Angus Moore's right there as well here in the second stand. Up the top comes Justin Dolphin. Round the head. A little bit of careful stuff around the head. Change of handbeast now for Chris Vickers, the Kiwi. Come on, guys. Let's get into it, New Zealand. Ball them up. Here they go. Half a sheep shorn there for Shannon Waters. He loved these big woolly sheep too. Turning on to the last side. Johnny Kirkpatrick's got a couple of blows to go. Angus Moore from Ward. He's got his last one almost finished. Here we go. Look at him going. Change of handbeast for another Kiwi. 2 of them.
Yeah, they're starting to go. We got Mr. Vickers working up here now. His blood pressure's pumping. He's going to try and wake you buggers up. Come on in, let's get behind the Kiwis now. They're starting on the crossbreds. Shannon Warness on sheep 8. Johnny K's on 7. Chris Vickers is on 7. I don't think they're going to catch this man now on up there at stand number 5. Like hell, they're going to throw everything at him. They'll throw the kitchen sink, the dishes, the knives and forks. That lot are going to come out now, ladies and gentlemen. Look at him go. Here comes Chris Vickers. Shannon Warners goes up the neck. But we're going to have to get a little bit of noise behind these fellas. They're starting to pump up there now. Johnny K gets the turn. Shannon Warners gets the turn of sheep number 8 to her.
It is sheep number 8, but look at this Shannon Warners. He not even loves merinos, he loves crossbreds. Where did this guy come from? He must be part Kiwi, because he's shearing these crossbreds like a Kiwi. Down the last side goes Shannon Waters, Johnny Kirkpatrick runs in. Chris Vickers on stand number 4, he's got number 8 on the board. Chris Dolphin, he's got the first of the crossies on the board, Johnny.
Oh, I just feel for this guy, this Warnest. Hey, he's right on fire, look at him. He's pumping all the way, he's sucking all the breath out of the catching pens. He's just about pulling the sheep people out as every time he goes in for a sheep. Down the belly, he flicks it out the back as Chris Vickers comes across the shoulder on the last side. Angus Moore around the back of the head. Dolphins into the long blow. Sheep, a long bull sheep here for Robbie Glover on the board now. Down the belly, he's gone. Here goes Chris Vickers. Needs to get up another gear. Johnny K as he comes under the shoulder. Chris Vickers out for sheep number 9. That is still Shannon Warnest. Johnny K's picked up half a sheep this time as he steps into the pen. Here Vickers has got the belly off and out the last leg for Justin Dolphin. In goes Angus Moore. Come on, the Kiwis, the black shirts, let's make it heard. Johnny Kirkpatrick's winding up over the tail. Shannon Warnest has not given up though. He made the quarterfinals here yesterday. He's out the last leg and got to drop it down the hole. He'll have sheep number 10 on the board. In goes the big Australian.
But look at these two Kiwis. They're starting to work now, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give them a bit of a roar. Let's get a wave going so they can swim in on it. Now they're coming down the last side. That pesky man on stand number 5 though. He's swinging that handpiece. How are these fellas getting on down here? I think Justin Dolphin, it looks like he's gone for a bit of a swim here on stand number 3 now. Come on, Flipper, pull your finger out because the two Kiwis are just going into me.
They certainly are. Here we go. The second shear. This is how we roll. Out comes the belly on stand number 6, Johnny K. Captain Kirk, as we call him. Up the undermine. Up the neck he goes. Chris Vickers on stand number 4. A little bit of a kicker, but he knows how to control these animals. We got Angus Moore on stand number 2. The other Kiwi, they are giving it all they got because Johnny Kirkpatrick is going to catch Shannon Waters. Long blow time for Johnny Kirk. He turns the last side. He can smell the fear on Shannon Warnest, Johnny.
Oh, warp drive. Captain Kirk down there on stand 6. Down the last side he comes. Shannon Warnest down the first off leg. He's reeling him in with every blow. Chris Vickers is working hard here on the stand number 4. Angus Moore comes over the top on the last side. Justin Dolphin down the belly. Last of his long bull. He's still got one long bull left in the pen. Robbie Glover comes over the last side. Sheep number 8 for him. Up over the top comes Kirkpatrick. Chris Vickers down the last side. Shannon Warnest turns on the money side. Look at him go. One left in the pen. Into the long blow now goes Johnny K.
Now we've got a bit of a race on. That's it. Get him going. Down the last side comes Johnny K. Woo-hoo! He's away down the last side now. Look at Shannon Warnest. I can smell the fear from here, ladies and gentlemen. In goes Johnny K. Now what can he do? Let's get behind him now.
Here's Johnny. Into this, he's got another sheep on the board. Johnny, you're only a belly behind him. Shannon Warnest, I think he's tired. And Johnny's just warming up. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Warp drive, Johnny.
Right up the top. Look at that. Look at that, look at that. Right and round behind the ear. Down towards the first shoulder. Warnest isn't just gone into the long blow. Here comes Captain Kirk. Turning the whole together. Kiwi all the way. Rocking it across the shoulder. Beautiful stuff. Down and out to the flank. Sit still, baby. Sit still, baby. Look at him go. Warnest. Kirkpatrick. Chris Vickers, one left in the pen. And there you go.
Right,
Captain Fantastic.
Yeah, we've still got a job to do, ladies and gentlemen. There's another 2 Kiwis up there. We got to keep the wave going now. Angus Moore gets to turn on 11. Chris Vickers into the undermine of sheep number 12. Up the undermine he goes. We've got to keep the noise, keep the intensity, keep the pressure on him now. Look at him go. Up the neck goes Chris Vickers. Angus Moore will go in for sheep number 12. Chris Vickers into the shoulder of 12. Where's the dolphin there? Swimming away on stand number 3. Robert Glover from Australia. He's got 10 on the board. Chris Vickers' turn. Angus Moore goes out there on stand number 2. So is Chris Vickers now just bringing up the team. Get him going, Tuma. They've got to keep moving. Chris Vickers goes out, ladies and gentlemen. The third and final Kiwi.
Beautiful. We've still got a battle on our hands, though. The game's not over as Robbie Glover drops into the long blow. Hey, right on the job, Justin Dolphin round the back of the head now, down towards the first shoulder. There's Sean for their lives, these boys up there tonight. Well, they're not boys, they're Superman, because those Wrinkleys were very tough. And across the shoulder comes Robbie Glover for the 12th time. His figures are changed. He was only on sheep 9 before. He must have shorn 3. Well, I blew my nose. Under the shoulder and down out to the flank he goes. The big tall lean man on the front stand here. Out the last leg. Pushing it all the way. So is his counterpart there on stand number 3. But he's got 1 left in the pen. And he steps Robbie Glover. In he goes. Just check those sheep numbers. How many we got left in that pen? There they go. Look at them down the belly. Working away. Sheep 12 is it maybe this time. Working away. Shannon Warnister's done the most for the boys in the green and gold up there. Hey, I think he's been trained by a young Kiwi girl that's working at his pub over in Australia, that fella. Hey, up the neck he comes now. Steps up the neck and around the back of the head does Justin Dolphin. Robbie Glover right with him. Come on, boys, you're still fighting for your country here now. Round into the first shoulder, down to the long blow. Not too many blows in these sheep. About, what are we down to? About 17 blows left as they turn off the home. Over the top now comes Justin. Working away. Swim fast, my friend, because the sweat's coming off your brow that thick. It's like a swimming pool up there. Under the shoulder and down out to the flank. Over the top comes Robbie. Come on, mate. Finish it off. Justin Dolphin out the last leg, just gasping for air. Just about pulling the shirt off the Woolhandling with the waves pulling the air in. Here he goes, reaching for the button, the Australia, the blue lights. Come on, Robbie. I know it's hot under those lights. Down and out to the flank, mate. Good long, he pops the head out, he says, let's get this over and done with and we can all have a cup of tea. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for these shearers. No, he's still got another one. Who's playing with the figures up there? What's going on, Tuma? Oh, very cunning plan. Give us false hope that the Australians were within striking distance. He must be the last one now. What do you think, Graham McNay? Is there any more in their pen? No, we've got the nod. This is definitely number 22. Up over the top he comes. Working off the shoulder. Sneaky ploy by the Australians just to fool the Kiwi crowd that they were right on the money. But New Zealand have got time to catch their breath, along with Shannon Warnest and Justin Dolphin have finished their lot. I'm sure that those other fellas mightn't have chucked a couple further down the line into Robbie's pen, but he's doing it justice. The big fella. Come on, you Australians, you've got to be proud. He's come across the ditch here to battle against the Kiwis in the War of the Tasman, and he hits the money side of the sheep, the 12th and final time, rolling across the brisket. Kiwis would have done that on the belly. He's done under the shoulder now and stretches it up merino style. Out and out to the flank. Australia come off last place here just in the speed stakes, but he's shorn extremely well. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for Robbie Glover.